Yes. So, 2D geometry will start. Okay.
Okay, sir.
2D, two-dimensional geometry. Two coordinate axes we have here, x and y axis. Already you know, x axis, y axis. So
Yeah.
in 2D geometry, the basic, the minimum formula, the minimum thing is, in a two-dimensional plane, there exists infinitely many points. Number of points exist in the plane. Okay. Now consider this is the plane. Okay.
Okay.
This is some a, x1, y1, b, x2, y2. The first basic formula is nothing but what? The distance between 2 points.
Okay.
Distance between A and B points is the first basic formula. And you know the distance between 2 points is what? A and B is nothing but, we will notate that A into B, like A into B. That is the meaning of this is the distance from A to B, the distance from A to B. So the distance from A to B is root over x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2
Y2
minus
minus
y1
Y.
whole square, or we can write x1 minus x2 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square also we can write. That is nothing but the square root of sum of difference of x coordinates and y coordinates. That is the formula. So
Okay.
you can write x1 minus x2 whole square, y1 minus y2 whole square, or x2 minus x1 whole square, y2 minus y1 whole square. This is the basic minimum formula in 2D geometry. And on this formula, no need to give examples. Why? Because in many questions we use this distance formula.
Yes, sir.
That's why I'm not giving any
Yeah.
examples. Now
Okay.
I'm going to give you, and I will give an example later. And the distance between 2 points is root over x2 minus x1 whole square, y2 minus y1 whole square. And now the distance between origin and a point. This is origin, x-axis, y-axis. This is a point p, x comma y. This is 0 comma 0 clearly. The distance between origin and the point from O to P distance, same like
Okay.
previous formula, but there is no one coordinate only we have values, one more coordinates we have clearly zeros.
Zeros.
That's why we can write directly the distance between these 2 points, that is nothing but OP, that is distance from O to P, that is OP is equal to root over x2 minus x1 whole square, x minus 0 whole square is nothing but x square,
X square
y
plus
minus
Y
0
square.
whole square is nothing but y square. That is the formula to find the distance between origin and any point in the plane.
Okay.
Clearly, if given any point, write the sum of the squares of those two values with the square root is the answer. That is root over x value square plus y value square. That is, I know one more. From this point px comma y to x-axis, what is the distance? To y-axis, what is the distance? I'm taking some a here, I'm taking some b here. What is the distance from p to a which lies on x-axis? What is the distance from p to b which is lies on y-axis? That is also very easy. Here a is nothing but which is lies on x-axis. Now that's why the coordinates of a will be x comma 0. Why? Because there is no y value. And the coordinates of b will be, there is no x value and y value is y. Why? Because see, from year to year already we know y, from year to year already we know x. So that is x comma 0, this is 0 comma
0,
y.
Y.
Now the distance from p to a, that is ap distance, I am asking you, that is distance from a point to x axis. Distance from P to x-axis is clearly root over these two points we have to apply in the formula, distance formula. X minus x 0 whole square,
0.
that is 0, y minus 0 y square with root, you will get y square square root, that will be mod y. Why? Because this point may be here or here, here or here, whatever it is. That's why we should write mod y is the distance from point to x-axis. Similarly, for y-axis is what you can say directly mod x.
Mod x.
The distance is what directly mod x.
Mod x.
Why? Because here y minus y is 0 and x minus 0 whole square is x square, root over x square is mod x. So these also very important. Without using formulas we can write. If given here some 2 comma 3, what is the distance from P to x-axis is mod y, that is mod 3 answer.
Mod 3. Okay.
So we will bubble that mod 3 option. Which option is correct? We have to bubble. That is the answer. Now I will give you one question.
Okay.
You have to copy everything, remember.
Yes, sir.
Are we able to see here?
Yes, sir.
Here?
No, sir.
Here?
Yeah.
Here, okay.
కొంచెం ఇటువైపు సార్.
Okay. Yeah, the question is, if the distance between 2 points, if the distance between 2 points, A cos theta comma A sin theta, and B A cos pi comma A sin pi. If the distance between 2 points A and B is 2A, then theta is, and the value of theta we have to find. Okay,
Okay.
see, here given 2 points and the distance also given, and we have to use the distance formula between 2 points, that is root over x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. We have A and B 2 points given AB, that is distance from A to B. The meaning of A into B is nothing but distance from A to B is given to A. Now I am taking one point as x1 y1 and one point as x2 y2. Then I'm substituting in the formula root over x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. I'm not writing again. Okay, that is x2 minus x1 whole square, A cos pi minus A cos theta whole square. A cos pi minus A cos theta whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, A sin pi minus A sin theta whole square. A sin pi minus A sin theta whole square is, we have already 2A. This is only the distance. Now A minus B whole square, we can apply, and also we can apply squaring on both sides to get cancel square root, and RHS will be 2A whole square, then you will get 4A square. I am writing A minus B whole square formula. I am applying that, you will get A minus B whole square is A square. This is A, that is A square cos square pi plus B square. B square means this is B, A square cos square theta, and minus 2AB, 2A into A square cos pi cos theta, 2A square cos pi cos theta, plus again A minus B whole square A square, that is what, A square sin square pi plus B square, A square sin square theta, minus 2AB, 2A into A square sin theta sin pi, 2A square sin pi sin theta is equal to, right side also we are applying square now, that's why 2 square 4, A is A square. Then if you observe, this is 2A square cos pi cos theta, 2A square sin pi sin theta, not cancel, sorry, these two are not cancel. And see here, A square cos square pi, A square cos square theta, A square, in all terms we have A square, but see A square cos square pi, A square
Plus
sin
A square
square
sin
pi,
square pi.
If you take a square common, a square into 1 plus again a square cos square theta, a square sin square theta, again a square into 1. And here from these two we can take what common? Minus 2a square common.
Square
Minus
common.
2a square minus 2a square. Remaining what? Cos theta cos pi plus
Plus sin
sin
theta sin
theta
phi.
sin pi. And RHS is same, that is what? 4a
4a
square.
square.
Now see, a square plus a square, 2a square. 2a square taking that side, 4a square minus 2a square will be 2a square. And remaining this part I am writing minus 2a square into cos theta cos pi plus sin theta sin pi is equal to 4a square minus 2a square is 2a square. 2a square will get cancelled. I'm writing minus 1 that side, you will get right side minus 1. And if you observe, cos A cos B plus sin A sin B formula. Cos A cos B plus sin A sin B, cos of which formula that is? Cos of A minus B.
A,
Cos of A minus
a
B.
minus
Here,
b.
cos of A minus B. Here he is asking what? Which value is asking? What is the value of theta? So we
Theta.
can write cos theta minus phi. Cos A minus B is equal to this minus I am writing that side, then you will get minus 1. Actually this is plus 1, 2a square 1 ja, but I am applying minus 1 that side, that is minus 1. Now cos theta is equal to cos alpha form. This is for which degree you will get minus 1 in cos, do you know? Cos 180 is minus 1. Cos 180,
Okay.
cos 90 plus 90, 90 plus second quadrant, cos minus sin 90 minus 1. So cos theta minus pi is cos pi. This is in the form of, I'm writing here from trigonometric equations we have formula. If cos theta is equal to cos alpha, then theta is equal to 2n pi plus or minus alpha. 2n pi plus or minus alpha. This is the formula, correct? That's only 2n pi plus or minus alpha. Here what is in place of alpha? Pi. This is alpha and this is in place of theta. Then by that formula, the general solution, this is by that formula we can write theta minus pi is equal to 2n pi plus or minus pi.
Pi.
Plus or minus pi. This is not pi by alpha. This is in place of alpha.
Yeah, in
Okay.
place of alpha.
Now
Yes,
we
sir.
have to find theta, na? Taking
Yes,
pi
sir.
that side, you will get theta is equal to 2n pi plus or minus pi plus pi.
Plus pi.
This is the answer.
Answer.
Understand?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Copy చేసుకుంటావా?
Yes, చేసుకున్నా sir.
చేసుకున్నావా?
Yes, sir.
Right. Can I erase this?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah. Next, section formula. Do you know
Okay.
section formula?
లేదు sir.
రికార్డింగ్ ఇదంతా యూట్యూబ్ లో పెడతా.
ఎందుకు సార్?
సెక్షన్ ఫార్ములా షూర్, అందుకే రికార్డ్ చేసేది. సెక్షన్ ఫార్ములా విచ్ ఈస్ ఇంటర్నల్ అండ్ ఎక్స్టర్నల్. See here, A is one point and B is one more point. This AB is a line segment. If any point P divides AB internally with some ratio m is to n, then we have one formula. If Q is one more point which is dividing AB externally, this is Q. This Q is dividing AB externally with some ratio m is to n, then we have one more formula.
Yes, sir.
That already
know,
you
sir.
know. Yeah, that only x1 y1 x2 y2. If ax1 y1 b x2 y2, then the point P which is dividing internally is mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n, comma my2 plus ny1 by m plus n. This is the point which is dividing internally. Now for externally, we wrote there q is external point, that is mx2 minus nx1 by m minus n, comma my2 minus ny1 by m minus n, which is external point. Okay, these two already you know. If p is dividing ab internally with m is to n, this is the formula. If q is dividing externally, then the formula is this one, here plus here minus, that only the difference. Remaining everything is same for the formula. And you know these formulas, I am erasing these formulas. Okay,
Yes, sir.
and after this, yeah, this is internal and this is external. And you know the midpoint formula, p, this is a and this is b. In previous we taken ax1 y1 bx2 y2. If p divides ab in m is to n ratio internally, q externally, then those are the formulas. If p divides exactly at midpoint, exactly with equal distance pa and pb, then this p is called midpoint. Then m equal to n, m and both are same. Why? Because this distance are same. Then the formula for p, midpoint formula, average of x coordinates, average of y coordinates. This is the formula that already you know everything. Everyone knows, I think, midpoint formula. This is the midpoint formula. And now one more. See here. Here p is x comma y. This p is dividing a x1 y1, b, this is very important, x2 y2 in the ratio m is to n. In the ratio m is to n. Then we wrote p is equal to mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n, something we wrote. If given this ratio to find xy, this is the formula. If not given the ratio, if given the point, how you will find the ratio? What is the ratio m is to n? If a point p divides the line segment in some ratio m is to n, what is that ratio? That is the question. This is very important. If a point dividing AB line segment in the ratio m is to n internally, then to find that formula we wrote already, section formula mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n, comma my2 plus ny1 by m plus n. This is different for what I am asking now. This is what to find the point if given AB endpoints and ratio also. But now what I am asking, if given this point and AB also, if not given Mn, not given ratio, how you will find the ratio? That if Px comma y divides A and B, or AB line segment in some ratio, that ratio is m is to n is equal to, already you know, that is x1 minus x is to x minus x2, or y1 minus y is to y minus y2. Very important, you have to copy this one. This is very important. The difference you have to remember for this one and this one. For this one we are finding ratio, for this one we are finding point. If given point we have to find ratio, if given ratio we have to find the point. This is internal and we know already external with minus. Okay, so this is very important. Here you can use either this one or this one. One is enough. If you use both, you will get same ratio. Okay, so this is if given point to find the ratio. I will give one example on this. See here, the question is, if the point x1 plus t into x2 minus x1 y1 plus t into y2 minus y1. This is x coordinate, this is y coordinate. If a point P, this is x coordinate, this is y coordinate. What this point is doing? This point is, yeah, this is the point P. This is A and this is B. If this point divides the join of 2 points, that is A x1 y1, B x2 y2. If the point divides AB line segment in the ratio, if the point divides AB line segment internally in the ratio, in which ratio is asking? In the ratio is, that is the question. If the point divides AB line segment in the ratio is, that is the question. See here, the point is given, 2 points also given. I mean, the end points of line segment given and the divided point also given. Which point is dividing is also given and end points of the line segment also given. AB రెండు ఇచ్చేసిండు ఎండ్ పాయింట్స్, ఏ పాయింట్ డివైడ్ చేస్తుందో ఆ పాయింట్ కూడా ఇచ్చేసిండు. ఇప్పుడు ఏమడుగుతుండు, ఈ పాయింట్ ఈ ఏబిని డివైడ్ చేస్తుంది కదా, ఇన్ విచ్ రేషియో ఈజ్ ఆస్కింగ్, ఏ రేషియోలో డివైడ్ చేస్తుంది, ఇదేగా ఫార్ములా. ఇఫ్ ఏ పాయింట్ ఎక్స్ కామా వై, if a point x comma y divides the AB line segment in the ratio m is to n, that m is to n is, this is the formula or this is the formula. So here also we have to use this formula. Let m and n are the ratio. Let m is to n is the ratio. This is the ratio and this is the point dividing point. So consider this is as x and this is as y, and these two are the endpoints of the line segment. అవి రెండే ఎండ్ పాయింట్స్ లైన్ సెగ్మెంట్ ఎండ్ పాయింట్స్ కాబట్టి అది x1 y1 అది x2 y2 అండ్ ఈ రెండు x y, ఎందుకంటే xy పాయింట్ x1 y1 x2 y2 లైన్ సెగ్మెంట్ ని డివైడ్ చేస్తుంది కాబట్టి దిస్ ఈస్ ద పాయింట్ విచ్ ఇస్ డివైడింగ్ నా, దట్స్ వై వి హావ్ టు టేక్ దిస్ ఇస్ x y, that is x1 y1, that is x2 y2. Now the formula m is to n is equal to, this is the formula, or you can take in terms of y also. Now what you will get, x1, what is x1? x1 minus x, what is x? x1 plus t into x2 minus x1. x1 minus x, but minus into plus, this also minus, x1 minus x is to x minus x2, again x means this only, x1 plus t into x2 minus x1, x1 minus x is to x minus x2, x2 is x2 only. Now see, this x1 will get cancelled. Is asking what is the value of t, this x1 will get cancelled. Now what I am writing, this is x2 minus x1, this is x2 minus x1. Now this is x1, this is x2, so we can write one more x2 minus x1 and from all three we can take x1 minus x2 and we can make cancel. That's why what I am writing, this I am writing, here minus we have na, I am writing taking minus common t into x1 minus x2. Observe carefully, from these two I am taking minus common, then this will be plus and this is x1 minus x2. This minus x1 I am taking that side, is to minus x1 will be plus x1, that is x1 and already minus x2 there, minus x2, and in addition one more term, that is plus what, x2 minus x1, but we need x1 minus x2 na, so take minus common, then you will get t into x1 minus x2. This x1 minus x2, x1 minus x2, x1 minus x2 cancel. Now remaining what, t is to 1 minus t. Now t is to 1 minus t 1 minus t we have na, see here, this is m, this is n, this is m, this is n, but given what, internally mentioned there, if internally there is a condition, m is to n is the ratio, then m into n always greater than 0. If externally m into n less than 0, why m into n greater than 0? Internally means, already m n both are positive, so m into n greater than 0. Externally means m minus n, so if you multiply m into minus n, which is less than 0, here internally mentioned na, so m into n greater than 0. Therefore m into n, t into 1 minus t greater than 0, t into 1 minus t greater than 0, m into n greater than 0. That implies which t greater than 0? 1 minus t also greater than 0. Both are greater than 0. Which t greater than 0 means what? T values are from 1 to infinity. Why? Because greater than 0 na, so 0 to infinity. Here 0 exclude, infinity exclude, remaining all values we can take. 0 కంటే పెద్దవి అంటే 1 నుంచి అన్ని వస్తాయి, అందుకనే 0కి ఓపెన్ అండ్ ఇన్ఫినిటీకి ఓపెన్, రిమైనింగ్ అన్ని మనం తీసుకోవచ్చు. నెక్స్ట్ ఇక్కడ 1 minus t greater than 0 means I am writing for this here 1 greater than t, దాన్నే t less than 1 రాసుకోవచ్చు. t less than 1 means what? 1 కంటే చిన్నవన్నీ which the values are less than 1 up to minus infinity. So t not equal to belongs to minus infinity to 1 open. Here also not 1 include, not equal to there. So minus infinity to 1. Then what is the common thing from both 0 to infinity, minus infinity to 1? Minus infinity to 1 మధ్యలో అన్ని తీసుకోవచ్చు, 0 to infinity మధ్యలో అన్ని తీసుకోవచ్చు. దెన్ కామన్ గా ఏమొస్తుంది మనకి? సపోజ్ 0 తర్వాత వచ్చేది ఏంటి? 1. 1 తీసుకోవచ్చు, 2 తీసుకోవచ్చు, 3 తీసుకోవచ్చు. వాట్ ఆఫ్టర్ 0 వాల్యూస్ వీ కెన్ టేక్ ఫర్ ఓన్లీ t గ్రేటర్ దెన్ 0. బట్ హియర్ we don't take 1 2 3 4 5 6, less than 1 values we have to take. So for both, what is the common value we have to take? This one is not for both, so 1 తీసుకోదు. Less than 1 we have to take. Okay, for less than 1, what are the values? 0. 0 here we have to take na? No, but here we can take 0 minus 1 minus 2, but here we can't take. Here not exist, here they exist. Which values we have to take? Those values compulsory exist in both here and here, but here 0 not exist, here exist. 1 exists, here not exist, and after 1 values not exist, and before 0 values and 0 not exist, and the remaining values what? After 0, before 1, the values between 0 and 1, 0.01 0.02 up to 0.9999, not 1 not 0. Therefore we can write, therefore t belongs to open interval 0 comma 1. This is the answer. 0 not exist, 1 not exist, and after 1 values not exist. Why? 1 తర్వాత లేవు ఇక్కడ కాబట్టి తీసుకోవద్దు, అండ్ బిఫోర్ 0 వాల్యూస్ నాట్ ఎగ్జిస్ట్, ఎందుకంటే ఇక్కడ ఓన్లీ పాజిటివ్, నెగిటివ్ లేవు కాబట్టి తీసుకోవద్దు. రెండిట్లో కామన్ గా ఉన్నది మాత్రమే ఆన్సర్. ఇంకా మిగిలింది ఏంటి అంటే 0 తర్వాత తీసుకోవచ్చు, 1 కి ముందు తీసుకోవచ్చు, అంటే 0 కామా 1 మధ్యలో ఉన్న వాల్యూస్ తీసుకోవచ్చు. దట్ ఈస్ ద ఆన్సర్ ఇస్ t belongs to 0 కామా 1. అండర్స్టాండ్? హలో,
ఎస్ సార్,
చెప్పు.
అర్థమైంది
కాపీ చేసుకుంటావా?
సార్. కొంచెం లాస్ట్ లో ఇక్కడ m and n లెస్ దెన్ గ్రేటర్ దెన్ రాసారా? ఇఫ్ ఇన్ఫినిటీ దగ్గర ఇన్ఫినిటీయా అది కనబడట్లేదు సార్.
if internally
ఓకే, ఇటు
therefore m into n greater than 0.
ఓకే,
If internally m into n greater
బ్లర్
than
ఉంది
0.
అక్కడ. యా, ఓకే సార్.
If internally m into n greater than 0. Okay.
ఎస్ సార్.
కాపీ చేస్తున్నావా?
అయిపోయింది సార్.
బాగానే కనిపిస్తుంది సిస్టమ్ లో.
సో సెకండ్ దాంట్లో 1 గ్రేటర్ దెన్ టీ ఉంది చూడండి సార్, MN కింద.
Yeah.
అది గ్రేటర్ 1 గ్రేటర్ దెన్ టీ ఈక్వల్స్ టు ఏంటి సార్? అది అక్కడ కట్ అయిపోయింది.
See, 1 minus t greater than 0, right?
ఎస్ సార్.
That implies 1 greater than t at తీసుకెళ్ళా.
ఓకే.
That implies t ని నుంచి 1 అటు తీసుకెళ్లేసరికి less than అయిపోయింది అది.
లెస్ దెన్ అయిపోయింది. ఓకే.
So t less than 1 అంటే minus infinity to 1.
యా ఓకే.
t greater than 0 అంటే 1 to infinity. I mean 0 to infinity, which is 0 is open bracket.
ఓకే.
Understand?
ఎస్ సార్.
Yeah. Next, this is if a point dividing the line segment. Now, if a axis dividing the line segment, we have how many coordinate axes now?
4.
In 2D.
4.
In 2D, we have 2 coordinate axes, x-axis and y-axis.
ఓకే.
If x-axis dividing the line segment AB, then the ratio is. If y-axis dividing the line segment, this is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is 0, this is the point P x1 y1, this is the point Q x2 y2. If x-axis dividing the line segment in the ratio m is to n, then x-axis divide the line segment in the ratio is, you know already, minus y1 is to y2. If y-axis dividing the line segment in the ratio or x2 y2, this y-axis is dividing P or line segment. For y-axis, the ratio is minus x1 is to x2. This is for y-axis, this is for x-axis. X-axis dividing the line segment AB in the ratio minus y1 is to y2. Y-axis dividing the line segment PR in the ratio minus x1 is to x2. Very easy. X-axis in terms of y, y-axis in terms of x. By the formula, we know na. By the formula only we can write. But I'm giving directly without using formula. By substituting in that formula, you will get this only. Okay. So x-axis divide jese ratio minus y1 is to y2. Y-axis divide jese ratio minus x1 is to x2. Understand? Next.
Yes, sir.
A minus 5 comma 7, B 20 comma 8. These are the points in the plane. What is the ratio if if y-axis dividing AB line segment? If y-axis dividing AB line segment, the formula is minus x1 is to x2. That implies minus
5 is
of
to
minus 5 is to 20 is equal to
20.
1 is to 4. 5 1
Yeah,
5 4.
yeah.
So that is the answer. Very easy.
Okay.
Otherwise, you have to go to the position of the points with respect to line.
Okay.
That is comparing to this lengthy. Directly we can write the ratio if x-axis divides minus y1 is to y2. The ratio if y-axis divides minus x1 is to x2. So these two are also very important formulas for section formula. Next. Points of trisection. Next, points of trisection. This is also very easy. Points of trisection means points of trisection. A is one point, B is one more point, and this AB is one line segment. I am taking more 2 points, which is P, which is Q. and with the ratio is 1:2, 2:1. That means clearly these three distances are equal. If the length from A to B is x centimeters, PQ also x centimeters, QB also x centimeters, then here P and Q are dividing AB three parts. P and Q are dividing AB line segment three equal parts. That's why this P and Q are called trisection points. PQలు రెండు ABని త్రీ ఈక్వల్ పార్ట్స్ వచ్చేలాగా డివైడ్ చేస్తున్నాయి. కాబట్టి ఈ PQలను ఏమంటున్నాం అంటే ట్రైసెక్షన్ పాయింట్స్ అని అంటున్నాం. దెన్ ఆ రేషియో ఎలా ఉంటది అని అంటే P ఏ రేషియోతో డివైడ్ చేస్తుంది అంటే P is dividing AB in the ratio 1:2, Q is dividing AB in the ratio 2:1. P is dividing AB in the ratio 1:2. This is one part, this is two parts. And Q is dividing this AB in the ratio 2:1. This 2, this 1. Then this P and Q are called trisection points. Definition ila cheppochu ala cheppochu. Okay. P and Q are dividing AB line segment in the ratio 1:2 and 2:1. Then PQ are called trisection points అని చెప్పొచ్చు. లేదంటే P and Q are dividing the line segment three equal parts. Then PQ are called trisection points. This is also very important. చాలా అంటే తొందరగా సాల్వ్ చేయడానికి యూజ్ అవుతుంది అన్నమాట ఈ ట్రైసెక్షన్ పాయింట్స్ తో క్వశ్చన్. ఓకేనా? అండ్ ఇక్కడ ఐఎమ్ టేకింగ్ వన్ మిడ్ పాయింట్ సమ్ R. If R is midpoint of PQ, then R is midpoint of AB also. If R is midpoint of PQ, then R is midpoint of AB also. Why? Because these two are trisection points. See, this is equal and this is equal part, and this is midpoint. Now these two are also equal. Then these two parts also equal. That is the meaning of A to R length is equal to R to B. అర్థం కావడానికి నేను చెప్తున్నా. అర్థమవుతుందా? ఏ నుంచి ఆర్కి ఎంత డిస్టెన్స్ ఉంటుందో ఆర్ నుంచి బికి అంతే డిస్టెన్స్ ఉంటుంది. అందుకే ఆర్ అనేది ఏబి లైన్ సెగ్మెంట్ కి కూడా మిడ్ పాయింట్. యాక్చువల్ మనం దేనికి మిడ్ పాయింట్ తీసుకున్నాం అంటే పీక్యూ తీసుకున్నాం. బట్ పీక్యూ ట్రైసెక్షన్ పాయింట్స్ కాబట్టి ఆ ఉన్న మధ్యలో ఉన్న ఆ పాయింట్ అనేది ఏబికి కూడా కరెక్ట్ గా మిడిల్ లో ఉంటుంది. దట్స్ వై దిస్ ఆర్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ మిడ్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ ఏబి ఆల్సో. ఓకే, సిన్స్ trisection points covered. And one more what? And see, these three are equal parts. Already we told, already we know. Now if given AB distance, how you will find PQ distance? There is a formula. If given AB distance, to find PQ distance, see, this PQ is 1/3 of AB distance. AB lo third part PQ, AB లో AP అయినా థర్డ్ పార్టే, AB లో QB అయినా థర్డ్ పార్టే. ఉన్న డిస్టెన్స్ లో థర్డ్ పార్టే ఇది కానీ ఇది కానీ ఇది కానీ. సో దట్స్ వై వీ కెన్ రైట్ PQ ఈక్వల్ టు AB లో థర్డ్ పార్ట్ AB/3 ఆర్ AP ఈక్వల్ టు AB/3 ఆర్ QB ఈక్వల్ టు AB/3 వీ కెన్ రైట్. ఎందుకంటే ట్రైసెక్షన్ పాయింట్స్ కాబట్టి రాసుకోవచ్చు. ఇంకా ఇఫ్ గివెన్ PQ 3 times ఆఫ్ PQ ఇచ్చింది AB కావాలి అని అంటుండు, దెన్ AB ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 3 times ఆఫ్ PQ, AB ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 3 times ఆఫ్ AP, AB ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 3 times ఆఫ్ QB we can write. Understand? So this is trisection points concept. One question is there, if P and Q are 2 points on the line, if P and Q are 2 points on the line joining A -2, -5, A minus 2 comma 5 and B 3 comma 1 and B 3 comma 1, such that AP equal to PQ equal to QB. AP equal to PQ equal to QB. Given condition. Here not mentioned trisection. AP equal to PQ equal to QB mentioned. Okay. See, if you have like this and PQ are the points on AB line segment, then clearly this PQ are trisection points. And A given and B given is asking what? Then find PQ is asking PQ. PQ equal to AB by 3. And we know how to find AB distance. A is there, B is there. What is AB distance formula? Root over. We have already, I am writing here. AB is equal to root over x2 minus x1 whole square, 3 minus 5 minus 2 whole square plus 1 minus into minus plus 2, that is 3 whole square is equal to root over 4 plus 9 is equal to root 13. Therefore, PQ distance is equal to AB by 3. We have formula, that is root 13 by 3 is the answer. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. In this way, we can find any one of this portion distance. So this is trisection points. So ఇది I'm stopping here and I will start వెంటనే స్టార్ట్ చేస్తా. ఓకేనా?
Yeah, okay, sir.
ఓకే, కాపీ చేసుకో.